Hello again, friends. Pat Martins with Faith Lutheran Church in Jefferson City, Missouri, here for Man on a Mission. As you know, I've been putting this weekly YouTube video series out during the past year, and the idea is to take you to the heart of missions. If you're not already a subscriber to this channel, I'd invite you to join by hitting the subscribe button. Now, over the last few months, I've been hitting some of the highlights of Mark Batterson's book, Chase the Lion. I want to take a break from that this week, though, to give you a little bit of a mission update instead. While it's often traditional at the end of the year to look back on the year that was, I'd like to instead look ahead to 2022 to what can be in missions. I want to let you know some of the exciting opportunities out there in the new year for you to consider in the mission field. Let me first talk to the international ministry side, as that's my passion, as many of you know. There are, or will be, potentially 3 opportunities out there for you to choose from in Central America. First of all, a new opportunity that I just finalized with Mercy Home Ministries. It's a straightforward house build project in Costa Rica. So if you are someone that just wants to be involved in a construction type opportunity, this may be right up your alley. And the weather in early March is absolutely spectacular on the Pacific coast of Costa Rica. The date for that trip is going to be March 6th through the 14th. Second, there's a family-oriented opportunity that involves teaching children English as a second language in Panama. It's a very unique program in which we use Bible stories and the gospel message in the development of the curriculum to teach English. So if you're someone who enjoys teaching or working with kids, maybe this is something you could use your skill set towards. No date for this yet, but looking possibly at June for this particular trip. And then third, how about Nicaragua? We're still planning on itinerary and general date over the summer for this one as well. Our planned destination, as in the past, is Jinotega, Nicaragua, in the northern part of the country. Typically, we'd assist with a VBS, do some evangelism type calls, and possibly coordinate a building project there. We have built 4 houses to date for people in Nicaragua due to the generous congregational support we've had through the years. So 3 different types of opportunities that you can serve in. Pick one out that appeals to your skill set or interest level, or fits your calendar once we get all those dates nailed down. If you're interested in any of these trips, get with me and I can provide more details and information on the itinerary or the cost of the trips. Usually it's going to be the airfare cost plus about $100 per day for the in-country costs. Plus there's a budgeted and other fundraised pots of money that we have out there to help offset a big chunk of the cost for you, which helps make it very affordable for anyone that wants to join us. So don't let cost be a deciding factor for you, for sure. We can work with you to make it fit your budget. The experience is what counts. That's invaluable. I've never found anyone who's regretted being on one of these trips. The most common response I hear is that I feel I've been more blessed in serving than those I served. Now, I realize there may be those of you that don't feel comfortable taking the leap of faith to an international location, especially in some of these trying times we're in right now with COVID. But maybe you'd like to start with something a little more local. And if that's you, I'd like to direct you to an opportunity we have with the Salvation Army. This is a very easy local ministry here in Jeff City. This is a layup for anyone, regardless of your experience level in missions. That there's no reason every single member of our congregation cannot help with this project. Every second and fourth Saturday from 4:15 to 6 o'clock, Faith Congregation is responsible for preparing and serving a meal at the Jefferson Street Salvation Army facility. It only takes about 3 or 4 people typically. We prepare a simple meal, serve the residents and those from the community from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. You don't even have to clean up after yourself. They take care of that there too. So I want to challenge you though. Would you commit to signing up for just one Saturday this year? Just one. It's such an easy way to be involved in the community. There's a sign-up sheet generally out in the narthex of the church where you can fill in the date that best works for you. David Lieb supervises the second Saturday, and Kevin Duncan supervises the fourth Saturday out there. So get with one of them if you have some questions about that. Then how about an event called Shine? Have you heard about this event that the LCMS St. Louis District is sponsoring? This is the second year for the program. This year's event's going to run from April 22nd through May 1st. It's very flexible. It allows you to pick a service opportunity within the community to perform. You just pick the date and the time that best fits your schedule, then perform the servant event. And this is, like I said, the second year that this program is being offered. It's a statewide program. Another easy way to get plugged into service and be a light within your own community. Regionally, maybe you have been heartbroken by the devastation that's occurred in western Kentucky with recent destructive tornadoes. There are and will be opportunities to get involved to do cleanup and restoration type work there, kind of like we did in Joplin about 10 years ago. While we don't have a specific trip set up to help yet, you can be someone to maybe take the lead and make it happen for us. We need people to jump out there and take the initiative for these types of trips. Lutheran Church Charities and other organizations will be setting up opportunities for not just donations, but taking on work groups to help out with the cleanup and restoration efforts. And this is another easy way to get plugged into service. And then finally, just let me say this. It doesn't have to stop there. Anyone can start a mission. The point is, you don't have to look very hard to find people hurting and in need of help. Most importantly, the gospel message throughout our community, the region, or the world is needing to be shared with these people. This is where missions is about you. It's whatever is a passion to you. Do what you can where you are with what you have to make it happen. I've thrown out a number of opportunities here for you to consider. You don't need to wait for someone to tell you where to serve. Find something that fits your skill set, your area of motivation. Make this the year you step out in faith and go into the world to make disciples of all nations, be it in Central America, Jefferson City, or somewhere in between. Take it upon yourself to discover your niche in God's kingdom work, where He is calling you to be a man or a woman on a mission. Happy Mission New Year to you in 2022.